I don't know what else they could have changed. I don't know if they make patch notes for the test server. Wait, why are they lobbing APCR? Does that happen? But then you have a hash direct? This is backwards? Wouldn't it be APCR direct? Costs 240. It can be towed. It can move 3 in 1 turn. They're committed versus unstabilized. It's a cool little short range artillery piece. 4 range, 240. This is basically the SPG. But as an infantryman, I do wonder. I don't really have the room to carry it. I wouldn't want to bring it over the rocket truck either. I do wonder what kind of loadout I want to fit that in. I mean, once again, it just feels like shock troopers make the most sense. Pointmen are good too, but yeah. It just feels like that again. They're just so safe. Then again, I don't really do PvP, so. I don't know of any good solo maps except for Operation Chronos. Oh, did YouTube not update? Oh, goodness gracious. Scene 1 became HD2. Oh, I clicked start recording, not start replay buffer. OBS videos. Here, yep. Okay, delete that. Okay, we're back on YouTube. Should be back on Twitch. Yes. Okay, everything's working. And this is arguably better, I think. It also actively shows me that information. Nice. Okay. Guess we're done with stream elements. Let me see what happens when I click this button. It should automatically update. It did. Nice. Okay, good. Everything's working. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Well, back to, let's do this one, I guess. Good enough. Bam. And then bam. All right. Fixed. Everything is fixed. Everything is working how it should be. Yeah, we can go self-managed. Shuffle that. Okay. Everything is working. Everything is fine. Everything is good. Everything is dandy. I think. Let me check the utilization here. We're actually down on utilization. Nope. It's just varying. That's all. Okay. Everything should be fine. I really don't need to be testing Operation Chronos, do I? I don't need to be doing this at all. This is all a thought experiment. I guess really it's the experience of playing the game that is fun. But that's how gaming works in general. Hmm. Crazy that this says this gotten 4 views. Crazy. I don't know who would have came by to look at this. Annoying. But it's whatever. It's like who would have came by at this time? That's rather unfortunate. Let me put up my stats doc. With 1800, I think I want Battle Recon rocket truck for sure. Definitely an APC. Now I need to have a supply vehicle. I can bring the airlifter later, but in some missions I won't have the opportunity. With the constructor gone, man, those missions are going to be much harder with the constructor gone because you can't use that infinite money anymore. Or it's not infinite, but the money that you earn. Where's the APC? Yeah, it's not a real supply vehicle. I guess you could just say don't make mistakes, but it's easier said than done. Could always ditch the ARV as well and go with the airlifter because I have 80 in the bank still. So in the future I could do that. Is my no? It's active. I think. Open Discord again. They moved shift lock up to the top, didn't they? Or is it the bottom now? Yeah, it's bottom. Okay. They might have updated the text because normally it doesn't say that, I think. Wish you used the radio on the shock troopers. No, you did actually. Okay, good. I think it prioritized the radio. Nope, it says 0 times. It did not. Not that it mattered, because I can't fire on that tile anyways this turn. I can walk up and shell them. I think that's all I want to do here. $94. I do have this. I can double shell and probably take it out. It's hitting for 80, whereas it's hitting for 82. 6 damage. I forgot you were there. If I double shell, yeah, okay, it's fine. Then I can blast this. Okay. I need to somehow get him to the medics. I should have planned for that a bit better than what I did. That AT rifle might come out and attack me. It's not the biggest deal. I have enough for an airlifter now. They're dead. Alright. I wasn't expecting to have that many movements on them. Isn't that lovely? Surprised I didn't get AT rifled there. That's weird. Nephew, he says. Who does this man think he is? Pretending to be somebody? Impossible. No, no, no. Speaking of addicted, it's good to be addicted. You know why? Because they're changing more units. For one, the airlifter is no longer called the airlifter. It's called the cargo plane. And it has gained an emphasis on being a cargo plane. Hence it being named cargo plane. It no longer airlifts. Instead, it has a crap ton of supplies. It gets relentless. And it can air supply now. And it also doubles as the old supply depot. Remember how I told you that there was a supply depot that you could make with the constructor? And it would just throw supplies at people every turn? This one does it. It might get nerfed. Well, with the constructor gone, I mean, I don't know how I feel. We'll see. I'll have to look at it. Where's my new airlifter? Gone. You have an aerial hauler still. You just don't have an airlifter. The hauler is what you currently have in your loadout. So you don't have to worry about that. The hauler still exists. It's the lifter that doesn't exist. And we didn't use the lifter. No one cares about the lifter. Fortunately, they killed my freaking medics because I frontlined them. Bye-bye lifter, yeah. Heck, you be bye-bye lifter. I mean, the cargo plane's good, but like, you were using an ARV still. And you like to double up on your ARVs, so I don't even know if that's necessary for you. But like, on operations like this, where you want to have a supply vehicle, yeah, the lifter could be good. I still think that the hauler is really good. It's a really cool vehicle idea, and it, like, the fact that you can consolidate, I think the word is consolidate, where you take multiple of objects and put them into one another to like make space. Like, you can load a troop transport onto the hauler, but have the troops take up the space in the troop transport and then still have room on the hauler, because it would take up the same amount of space regardless. Like, that's really cool, assuming that's not a bug. That's really cool. And it shouldn't even be a bug, because it doesn't make the vehicle too powerful, it just gives it a roll. If it is a bug, it needs to stay. But yeah, I think that vehicle is really cool, and I don't think you should be saying bye-bye to him so soon. He's not bad at all. Pretty dang good. Freaking AT rifle is pitiful. I never use the thing, and I guess it's a good thing I don't. So we have two repairs on this thing now. One of them is a long-ranged repair, which is interesting. And then one is a short-ranged repair. 34 plus 57 versus 43. Oh, paratroopers are relentless now. Okay. I was like, why can I do that? But I'm saying lifter. Yes. You said bye-bye lifter. I don't know. Oh no, you said, I thought you were talking about in your loadout. That's my bad. I thought you were calling the hauler the lifter. I was confused. You were confused about me being confused. I was confused because I'm a goober. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't say anything about getting rid of it. I thought you were saying bye-bye like you were done with something. That's my bad. Oopsie daisy. I don't know either of the names for sure. No one does. No one does. Trust. Should have fired. No, I can't hit anybody. No medic gaming. I need you to leave them alone. I think they're gonna die. No, they're not. Potentially. My recon team would get owned though if I did that. Range of 3, yes. Those are my own units. What am I talking about? We're trying to shoot them. I don't think I have a radio on this guy. Nope. Okay. So I don't know why they don't call one the supply hauler and the other the vehicle hauler. What is it called? Supply heli? Well, I think the idea is that something that's hauling something is doing a lot of lifting, right? Like when you look at a truck, for example, the truck, like a hauler truck, it's bringing a lot. It's moving a lot. Unless you're talking about the one that brings a lot of supplies and lands. What is that one named? There's supply heli, and then there's supply something. I don't have it in my loadout because it's the second stage of this. But yeah, like the one that's relentless and has multiple uses of supplies, that one could be supply hauler. That could be an interesting one. But maybe they're doing it so that you don't get confused because we already have the aerial hauler. If you have an aerial hauler and a supply hauler with the same model, it kind of looks, I mean, it's kind of hard to remember. Okay, yeah, soul dash just come flying out.
Copy 724, right? Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000. Copy 724, right? Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000.
There's like 3 things with the same name and similar purpose. Okay, well, like they're not similar purpose, but they are similar looks and similar name. It'd just be a lot more confusion on top of what it already is. But yes, there are definitely things they could do to make it different. Like, for example, they could slap supplies onto the side of the supply heli or something like that. Or just like change its model, which of course takes additional dev time. And it probably isn't one of their main concerns, but yeah. Who's pushing? Load everybody into the APC once I heal them. Push up with the rocket truck. We have a Sev with... The paratroopers are dead that were over here. I need them for smokes. Unless I frontline the marksman. One surefire way to get shot, that's for sure. Gotta Recon. I was looking at the Battle Recon going, I like to have that, just never did. I mean, it's a good vehicle. The reason that I've always overlooked it is because I didn't value its HP. I saw that it had 5520, and I was like, wow, that's such low HP. And I didn't consider that it's not a heavy tank, right? The heavy tank tree has tanks with HP values of like 65 to 80, right? Fire support tank is 80. The battle tank is like 65. Heavy tank's like 70. So I was like, ugh, 55 HP. But I was evaluating it wrong, right? This vehicle is a medium tank, and medium tanks have an HP value of 60, right? We've seen the tank buster. I think the tank buster is 65. We've seen the medium tank that has an HP value of 60. We've seen what is it? There's the rail tank value of 60, right? All these medium tank-esque vehicles that are like below 400 cost, they're all like around 60 HP. And this thing has an armor value of 22.5, which means that if it's getting hit with a shell that has less than 22.5 armor pen, it's likely going to have the same effective HP as a medium tank. And now that I've actually evaluated that way, I'm going, oh, I could actually bring this. Because against something like this, it has more effective HP than a basic medium tank, since it has the active protection from composite plating, right? Composite armor. And then on top of that, it has the high explosive dual purpose shell, which gives it additional damage to targets in terrain. So I was like, oh, yeah, this gives me something over the medium tank. I lose out on the machine guns, right? There's a 2 range and a 1 range machine gun on the medium tank, which gives it a lot of ammo. I lose out on that, but I gain a smoke, which is cool. It's not relentless, but it's a smoke at the very least. I think I gain scouting. I gain composite plating, and I get a high explosive dual purpose shell, which is very good. So that's how I evaluated it and was like, oh, maybe I should use this. I managed to get to that point. Can I land straight down? Yeah, look at this. I can land straight down. Nice. Beautiful. Excellent. Amazing. Peak VTOL. I was thinking the battle car like the Recon Tank Evo. No, that's not the Recon. Oh no, yeah, you're thinking of I know what you mean. It's the armored car, I think, that you're thinking of. Or no, the Recon car. And that evolves into the battle car. The battle car is good as well. It's just the vehicles that employ multi-move tend to be weaker. And I don't like using them. I tried it. I say I don't like using them. I'm not comfortable using them. And I did like using them, actually. I used the armored car, or the Recon car, excuse me. In the previous game, it's called the armored car. In this game, it's called the Recon car. And I kept on trying to drive up to things to use the radio, which you can't do in something that's made of paper. It can literally, it has like 10 armor. So it can get shot by a medium gunner and get mobility killed. It's freaking nuts. And like heavy gunners eat that thing for breakfast. It's disgusting what they do to that thing. But yeah, it has car in the name for a reason. It's not a tank. But I realized that the way you're supposed to use it, or at least the way that it's safer to use it, is more like a mobile radio, mobile support radio, right? It's got flares for sight. It's got a good gun for destroying vehicles because it has a higher emphasis on penetration, less damage than other autocannons. And it gets multi-move. So what you do is you like bring a tank up, right? The tank is the frontline piece. That's what gets shot. You bring the armored car behind it, and then when you find a target, you can bring the armored car out. Something else has to scout, but when you find the target, the armored car comes out, shoots it, and backs up. Or comes out, shoots it, has a radio go off, and then backs up. And that lets it live, and lets it use all of its arsenal. It's a good additional piece. It's just hard for me to properly use it because I'm so used to committing my vehicles to a push. I'm so used to having them operate independently that having a vehicle that requires other vehicles that isn't something like artillery has been kind of awkward for me. But I'm getting used to it. I mean, I've gotten used to the idea of it. I'm glad I took the time to talk about that, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have moved this APC here. Who else needs a resupply? You. The armored car is something that I should probably look more into. Yep, it's back. Died 2024, reborn 2026. Welcome back, Constructor Supply Depot. Okay, these guys need healing like badly. Positively bonkers. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot you in the face. I can't do that. I want to move this guy close so I can shell this. But they can't move far enough. I can actually just kill them, it doesn't matter. Okay, I forgot the recon team ignores armor gained from structures because they are a sniper, right? They just shoot at the slit. And I guess in-houses did the same thing, which is interesting. I didn't read those messages. I think they've updated some of the messages. Okay, I'm gonna get punished for this. They're gonna send light tanks and assault tanks at me. I want these guys to get moving. But all my radios are here. That is one weakness. I do have recon jets, don't I? Yes, but I'm not gonna use them on this mission because AA. The constructor's mobile resupply station bug died so that thing can live. It wasn't a bug. It was intentional. They nerfed it. That's why it turned into what it is now. It's time to go. It was a good unit. So freaking sad. So freaking sad. Okay, can't be used naturally. Does this pull from my total supply? I think they share. I think it does do that, yeah. I have to be careful then. The song just cuts off abruptly. What in the world? I don't know why he does that with his music. It's free to do what he wants, but it just feels weird. I see 49. They're at 57. Kinda sucks. I have no... Shock Trooper, Battle Angel, Paratrooper. Yeah, I think the three of you are getting in. Shock Troopers can walk, I guess. Or we resupply next turn. If I pin them down... Light tank can drive through them still, because that's how that works. I forgot. Well, good luck to me, I suppose. I pinned the other guy down, I think, so I can just restock this turn. And then next turn I'll pick him up after I check. With 320 bucks, what do I want? I can spawn a sap. Or wait for something else. You doing anything after these missions? Not necessarily. I have no plans. I will be ending stream at some point because it's Monday, which means it's time for me to start working on stuff. So, probably in the next 3 hours, I'll be ending stream. But for those next 3 hours, no, I'm not doing anything. I have no plans. Not currently. Okay. It's Monday WTF. Yep, indeed, it'd be Monday. I thought I clicked shuffle. Why is this playlist not going? Or can you get... that didn't restock him. That's weird. Oh yeah, it also deploys a smoke when you do it, which is interesting. Go left for a turn. I want to restock it. I want to heal these guys, so I could move you back one, move you here, move you here. Battle Recon might get shot, but it's a Battle Recon. It might be okay. It's a big boy, I'm sure. Oh, they fixed this timer here, this countdown. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. Where it says like 18 and that's it. Freaking assault tank, light tank just owned my Battle Recon. Very nice. Yes, I should have been backing up. Alright, that was a waste of bringing them out, I guess. Now they're back in the freaking bunker. It's fine, we can deal with this. Mm. 50 versus 50. How many radios do I have here? Just one. I have no way of getting a second one up there. Shame. Indeed, it do be a W bug fix. Am I bringing a chopper? I don't really want to. I have no armor pen. Only thing I have left is the Sev and the rocket truck. I said I have no armor pen. I have plenty in my loadouts, just not with me currently. It's just the rocket truck. And I just fired the penetrating missile. Shoots though, team gets clipped. Yeah, I don't really know why it killed you. That was weird. Was it funny? Kind of. Was it weird? Yes. Why are my riflemen dead? Oh, I didn't notice that was what was happening. Okay, light tank's dead. I could harass him. This thing is very mobile. I like this. I like it a lot. It's the supply heli. But, or not the supply heli, it's the, what was it called? I want to call it the supply Chinook, but that's not what it was named. And I use it all the time. I don't know how I don't know what it's named. Oh, cargo helicopter. That's what it is. Was it? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember at all. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Yeah, let's smoke this guy. It's fine. They always do this thing where they like triple up on the freaking damage on a target. It's so sad watching people just get freaking owed.
Copy 724, right. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000, 74.
Okay, I just unnecessarily endangered my shock troopers. No, that's not true. They need to attack this turn. I want them to attack this turn, so I don't know why I said that. We're lying. Seven and 2. This resisted stat. I wonder. I don't think that actually means anything. I think it's just telling you that you don't have high enough damage because you lack penetration on your cannon or whatever you're attacking with. I think he's gonna bring his assault tank around and shoot my marksman or shoot my recon team. Probably my marksman. So you need a land ship trust. A land ship would be good in this situation because it would be alive, probably. He came after the rocket truck. Alright. Well, it does make sense, actually, yeah, because he was going to kill that thing. The thing about the AI is that it thinks faster than people. So it does all of its stuff very quickly. Which is a little unsettling sometimes. A little confusing. I can't move because he Moby killed me. This freaking guy. You know they nerfed the land ship. It's APCR. Lost penetration. FCV versus supply truck. Yeah. Coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. This guy, like, screw off, like, legitimately. He's very annoying. I'm just gonna pelt him with freaking 12 by 70. I have 18 turns and I'm wasting time. I think my damage comes from the land ship. No, it comes from 3 of them. Sounds like the land ship to me. Stop blasting my rocket truck, you freaking bum. He's right here. He's still out of range. Freaking heck.
Copy 724, right. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000. Copy 724, right. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000. 74.
Harassments, go. Yeah, normally I'm up the bridge by now. I don't want to land. He's gonna hit me in the face. No, he's not even mobility killed. Yeah, he's gonna hit me in the face. Okay, I can repair. It's fine. They should have made Freddy Fazbear the airborne unit for April Fools. Well, they were going for the cold alert thing, but... Or the red alert thing. But yeah, I'm sure we could har on somebody. That'd be fine. He won't stop with the harassment. That's all this is. It's just harassment. Leave me alone. Ding. Ah. Alright, here's a tank for you, pal. Thank you very much. Okay. Next, I need to blast this man. The recon team up and over. I don't know if there's somebody in that house. I don't know why I can't. Oh, because of the grass. If somebody's in that house, they're gonna sprint out and shoot these guys. That's my bad. I have 780 bucks. And I just refuse to spend them. Somebody's nearby, but they weren't in the house. They might have been in the house.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000.
It's not safe to bring you out yet. I don't think they can see my field engineers here, so they shouldn't get shelled, but we'll see. Somebody's in the house. Well, I said that, thinking that nobody would be in the house. Then somebody was in the freaking house. There's a tanket in front of me. Houses have 10 HP.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000, 724. Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000, 724.
Trees have 20. Forests have 20. But I think forests have been had that amount. I'm not sure. AEV buff. I think it will. Oh no, that's right. They got the grenade launcher and the mine layer.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000.
Congratulations. You did it. Cloud does like 20 damage to terrain. I think it used to deal 6, maybe 8. Trees had like 9. Double AEV buff. I mean, maybe. Mayhaps. Do I have a vehicle with a shell that can hit this guy? I think the answer is regrettably no. 44. I can bring these guys over and delay my turn. Let's fine. I have to delay capture one turn.
Copy 724, roger. Descend and maintain 2000. Descend and maintain 2000, 724.
You mean like the big buildings? Bunkers are 10. Bunkers are 14. And basic houses are 10. I don't know about the big buildings. But I suppose we shall find out eventually. I want to come over and shoot this guy with this. But this might not be good. We'll have to see. I need heals. I have $1,005. Okay, he chose me, thank goodness. Yeah, bro, fire that APCR. Okay. We have our cargo plane here that can give heals. Rocket truck. We need frontline vehicles. We need units that can heal. So we can sap with a Battle Recon in a second. This is not maneuverable. So one benefit that the cargo plane has, or the whatever the other thing is that I had, is that it's maneuverable. Better have buildings. And you can hope. But I wouldn't assume that it does. It would make sense for it to. I think it does, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember exactly how it looks. Are they pushing me? Alright then. Is this thing even healing them? Look, it's not. Yeah, 32 is a significant amount. I think I'd know. Bunker is 7. Are you in the right? Are the two games different? You need to be in the test server. They haven't implemented the HP changes yet. On the main server, the main game. Goober. Okay, the sap is here, and then I need a Battle Recon. Except, did I already summon this turn? I did. How did I? No, I resupplied. Okay.
Copy 724, roger. Descend and maintain 2000. Descend and maintain 2000, 724.
Okay. I can long range shoot him.
Copy 724, roger. Descend and maintain 2000.
I need something to finish him off. If I had put down the dude, I think I actually might have been able to take him out here. 10 and 3. That is not enough damage. Okay, I think you guys are good to come up. I want to get a smoke on that Sev because I want to be able to destroy this bunker. I have 10 turns to make it across. Bazooka is on a 1-turn cooldown. They're supplying the freaking medium tank. Cut that crap out now. Oh, they shot me. They flanked my rocket truck. Like, what in the world? What just happened? Commandos, okay.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000.
If I had waited, I could have saved an attack. I would have finished him off if I had waited, yeah. I get shot for that. No huts? What, the hut's gone?
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000. Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2074.
Shouldn't have done that. I should have rifleman them.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2074.
It's on CD. Injured, yes. No relentless. How long before repair? Probably a while. No, you cannot. What am I thinking about? I need something. I don't know what it is.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2074.
If I heal the shock troopers, they might live. I can get the better repair next turn. Need to block his line of sight. I can do 44 and set him up for death, or I can... Okay, they were living anyways. Transport truck can come over here. Mortar team can stay where it is. Rifleman can suffer. Recon team might get shot the heck up. Another dev gives to me. I'm finding this hut. I think the hut's gone if you can't find it. You know where it is.
Copy 724, roger.
I think. Skip. Alright. We'll change the playlist in a second. Should have moved them up. Doesn't matter, I'm out of ammo anyways. Every one of their mothers out of ammo. $40 versus $47.
Copy 724, roger. Send a maintain 2000.
Still here? Okay, good. Well, I guess good. I mean, it's not like it was broken or something. Oh, by the way, it's not that big of a deal. I'm happy that I did it. Kind of. Mostly because I wasn't using its feature, but I had to uninstall my plugin for multi-streaming. I was using Stream Elements Live. It bugged out something fierce that was causing repeated OBS crashes, and it was unsolvable. I could not fix it. So I swapped back to the multi-RTMPS plugin that I started out with like over a year ago. They've been updating it, and it works just fine. I think it's far more performant than the previous plugin, than the Stream Elements multi-stream plugin. So I'm happy with it. It's very minimalist as well. Like, it's not drawing GPU resources. It doesn't have a preview, so I don't have to worry about that. All that kind of stuff. So yeah, just thought I'd yap about that for a second. It also lets me see the bitrate on the other streams, which is nice as well. I mean, it's just very nice. It lacks the features that the Stream Elements one had, but they were features I wasn't using anyways, so lucky me, I guess. But yeah, just thought I'd yap about that for a second.
Copy 724, roger. Send a maintain 2000.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think the sap does more damage to these things. That's man pads. They're not that scary. 50-50. No supplies. Field engineers are dead? No, they're alive. Like, look at that. That's freaking beautiful. And it smokes. I keep forgetting that it smokes. And it freaking smokes.
24, roger. Send a maintain 2000.
Sev, Movin, Motor Team is not gonna do anything. I ain't catch. Hell, I ain't most people. I'm not gonna tell you that yapping is bad. Also, looks like the field guns ammo naming is backwards. That's what I said earlier this morning. So what happened was, I mean, I'm just excited to be correct, I guess. Excuse me for outbursting. The same way that they had the what's it called? The assault guns ammo backward. I think they did the same thing with that. I was like, how does it make sense that the Hesh is direct firing and the APCR is being lobbed. That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, my stream went down because of that thing I told you about just now, where the stream elements bugged out. So while it was bugged out, I think I was mentioning that. Maybe I don't remember for sure. I don't think I'd be looking at that if I was trying to fix it. Maybe I did it on stream, but yeah, I was yapping about that. I was like, "What? This is backward again." I'm glad you noticed that because even though I know I'm correct to think that, right? To think, oh, APCR is not being lobbed. It is nice to have somebody tell me. Yeah, my stream has gone down twice today. I've had to start stream 3 times. Um, so I started my stream first when playing War Thunder. We got about 8 minutes in, and then the freaking computer just started lagging, like it was just chop 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 on everything. So I restarted the computer. It might have been doing an update from Windows that I couldn't see, or something. I don't know what happened there. But then everything was fine. Then I tried to modify a scene setting instead of stream elements multi-stream, and it bugged out because it was a bugged scene that didn't listen to instructions that was given to it. And that bug caused an OBS crash whenever it was opened. And because it was the first scene, it would automatically open. Stream Elements doesn't have failsafes built in to like let you not have Stream Elements load or disable the plugin or anything like that. You have to straight up uninstall it. And when you do uninstall it, your data is backed up to the cloud, which means if you reinstall it, you have the same issues you had before. I don't know why they don't let me do things locally. That way I can just modify the files or go online and remove the cloud storage, but they don't. So I can't mess with it. So I just got rid of the plugin and then I started stream again, and that's how I'm here now. And yeah, why would you lob APCR? It doesn't make sense. Your goal is penetration, right? I don't know if lobbing improves penetration. I mean, you could argue that top attack is nicer, but at that point, why even do that? Yeah. Someone is nearby shelling the crap out of me. I can't see in there. Oh, that means there's a Sev buff too. I forgot. I need to inspect the damage. Yeah, terrain damage of 10. I don't know if the Sev was one-shotting houses before. I think there was a Sev buff. Can I shoot over this? Yes. Very nice. Regarding OBS and that you mentioned stream issues, first of all, I'd like to admit I was not paying attention to what you said. I should do with my OBS issue. Well, not with your OBS issue. Or if you're talking about yesterday, what I was saying, I was telling you that OBS is probably fine because while there are bugs associated with different versions, you can still use old versions of OBS and be fine. It was likely that you just didn't know what you were doing at the time, and I was trying to get you to use certain settings to maximize your recording quality. Not that it matters that much. But depending on what games you play, you're going to want to have different settings because different games are more or less demanding on your computer. The less demanding the game is, the higher you can crank your settings, because the higher you crank your settings, the higher quality the video is and the less file size it takes. I was doing game captures from OBS, telling it to capture Roblox. Yes, it cannot do that. You have to do a window capture on Roblox. Yes, right there, you said it. It wants me to do a window capture. I did, but found out that whatever capture mission wasn't supported. Yes, you have to swap from the Windows 7 and below to the Windows 10 and up. I think the Windows 10 and up is 1903. Yeah, Roblox doesn't support the Windows 7, Windows 8 capture methods. I wish I could have told you that at the time, but I wasn't thinking. about your situation, like at all. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't think about it. And you know, I wasn't even like busy because I was just sitting there waiting for you, trying to see what bug you were doing. And I was just shooting stuff. But I thought about it. I thought about asking you to come into VC and like streaming your screen or whatever so I could see it and help you out. Which I probably could have done. Yeah, if I had seen, if I had like seen or if you had told me that Roblox was getting a black screen, I probably would have noticed. Because I have to do the same thing. Well, I'm on Linux, so let me show you something. It's not the same on Linux because Linux doesn't have application captures by default. I'd have to get a plugin for that. So if I show you my whole screen here, you can see that I don't have what you have. First of all, my app looks different a little bit. Second, you can see my captures here. This application audio capture, this is a plugin, so don't even worry about that. What I have is just a screen capture, and it's through a service called Pipewire. And that screen capture is what I named game capture here. It's actually a screen capture. I click this, and then it lets me choose a screen. I don't know if it's going to show it. I click open selector here, and I pick a screen. And because I'm not on Windows, I don't have the same capture methods that you have. With that said, though, I'm still familiar with all the Windows stuff because I, used to use Windows. So if you do run into problems in the future, I will be able to help you with that. Just tell me and I'll help you out. Yes, you should have that by default, though. When Linux doesn't have that because the OBS that ships on Linux just doesn't have it. I have to go install a plugin for it. But by default, Windows should have access to an application audio capture. Windows gets all the features because it's Windows, right? Most people are on Windows. Linux is kind of an afterthought. And OBS is open source. So a lot of people have to go out of their way to make the plugins that they want for the features that they want. A lot of Linux distros are open source and OBS is open source. So it's a lot of people working towards getting it done. They do a good job. They do a very good job. I laugh because I just think about the workload. It's a lot of stuff to have to go do. Yes, the tank corner. Oh, shoot. Freaking forgot about that guy. As soon as I saw his HP tick down, I knew what happened. I didn't need to move that freaking jet bomber. I don't even need him. Just being a bit of a goober. I'm sorry, little one. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. I have a shock trooper that can run over there and harass him, I guess. I think he's dead. They only have vision of me because of this outpost as well. Yep. G freaking G, bruh. G freaking G. Where you running to? You better get sapped, sucker, in a second. Kapow. I said, kapow. I should have supplied him first. Let me know, goober. That would be the optimal play. I want to capture this. I don't think I get enough time to go harass this guy. How much HP? 8? Oh, it got destroyed. Oh, massive Sev buff. You can start destroying things quickly. The grenade launcher on the AEV, I wonder if the grenade launcher on the AEV can destroy terrain as quickly as the Sev. I would imagine not, because it's the Sev's job to... maybe not. We'll see. Like, I can just get up in here. That normally would never happen. Oh, that's nasty.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2074.
Somebody still in here? Yeah. Wow, these guys are tanky, dude. You got an RDFLT blasting at you, and you're just like, yeah. Nice damage. I wouldn't mind getting more experience with OBS in general, just, you know, so far I don't stream or record videos, so for me it's just as much quality as I can in the smallest size factor if possible. Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Just remember that it will strain you more or less depending on what you are doing. Like, for example, if you're playing Helldivers, I would recommend that you record in H.264 because that's less graphically demanding. And in Helldivers, you are more likely to run into a processor bottleneck than you are a GPU one, because you play higher tier difficulty missions. So for you, I would recommend for that game, you run H.264 with CQP, because H.265, that's the encoding preset, or encoding, that's the encoder. It will, okay, technically it's the NVENC encoder, and then it's HEVC for H.265. It's the method that the encoder uses to package the data, or to encode the data, which would be what you're recording. H.265 or HEVC is more demanding. And then on top of that, there are presets. There's like fast, very fast, medium, slow, very slow. The slower the encoding preset, the higher the quality, but the more demanding it is on your card. And then there's the bitrate controller. Bitrate controllers, there's like CBR, which is constant bitrate. There's VBR, which is variable bitrate. There's CQP, ICQ. As an NVIDIA user, you're going to see CQP. I'd recommend that one because that one, it doesn't have you assign bitrate. Instead, what it does is it looks at your screen and it dynamically sends bitrate to parts that it thinks require it. And it's very good at it. So like, for example, you can see on my stream, there are UI elements, right? Like things that don't move. These are like static things for the most part. Like in the bottom right, I have my music preview. Bottom left, I have my tag, right? That stuff doesn't move or is not important. And because of that, CQP would look at that and go, okay, that doesn't need that much bitrate. It doesn't need that much data. So it dynamically takes bitrate away or doesn't assign it to it. And it doesn't harm the quality because these things are low quality in general, right? There's a lot that goes into picking the stuff that you want with OBS. It's not too complicated. Trying to understand everything can be when nobody explains it to you. But like, yeah, in the future, if you want to figure out what you can and can't do, we can spend some time messing around with that. I personally use CQP, but I also have a dual PC setup. I don't think that it's that demanding though. But I use H.265 to conserve storage space because it compresses further. Which, yeah, you know, moving on. What's kind of special about CQP is that, remember how I mentioned you can't customize the bitrate with CQP, but you can customize the encoder preset. So like it's slow, medium, fast, that kind of stuff. Instead of increasing quality, what it does is reduce storage space because you're using more PCV sources to encode. It just reduces how much space you have to use. Oh, I said I'm using CQP. No, I'm using ICQ, aren't I? No, I'm using CQP. I know I'm nerding out. ICQ is what's for Intel cards. I have an Intel graphics card as well, but I'm using that to stream to YouTube. Anyways, enough of that nonsense. You were talking about the AEV. I was talking about the AEV. Where even is it? Here it is. Terrain damage of 14. Oh no, that's the mine launcher. Okay. Wait, yeah. Doing contact damage to anything and then deploying it onto the field. Oh, that's better than I thought it was. It's a mine launcher. Okay, no relentless. I thought this was relentless. It's not, which is perfectly fine, because this is what separates it from the CEV. No, it does not haul anymore. There's no troop transport. Yeah, that does kind of suck, and they increased the price. Huh. And it's an interesting vehicle. I was thinking about adding it to my loadout, but I thought it was relentless. I don't think I'm interested. I might drop the launcher truck. I like the idea of having smokes, but I don't use it. That's the thing. I don't know what could be more useful. Sniper's good, but I have pseudo sniper. Watchman's good. I don't need convoy truck. Well, I mean the AEV is still good, but yeah, it's just not. It doesn't have as much utility as it used to for you now. It's like in the past, you could use it on a defensive mission, for example, and use it to set up for your constructor, which is also now gone. And then you can like move your things around, move your recoillets around and whatnot. It was very useful in that regard. And then like you had a playstyle with it where you would move your heavy artillery, I think. Heavy artillery still here? I don't think they would get rid of. Yeah, it is. $50-15. Is this bugged? Because this didn't do it. Check. Um, Said it a while ago. Back when I had the invisible song inside of the game music playlist. I decided to swap it. I split the game music up so that it's just instrumentals for the most part. And I put Invisible into its own playlist with 4 other songs, including Back on the Rocks, Gas, 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 Deja Vu, and Running in the 90s. I think I'm going to continue to develop these playlists this way. I think this is a much better blend of songs as well for this kind of genre. He says. I want to listen to the game. Here they are. I think the song I'm thinking of is. What is it? The tabloid jargon? I don't think it is. No, it's not. No, not that one either. I don't know what it's named. No. No. It's not lights, camera, action, is it? There's no way. I know what lights, camera, action is. It's not that one. Which one is it? Oh. No. No. I don't know where it is. Very smooth. Well, I shouldn't call it smooth. I don't know how to describe it. If I can find it, you'll know. I can't find it. I can just skip through all my songs till I find it. No. Alright. We're just gonna start the playlist, whatever. And then if I come across it, I come across it. Big whoop. I want to see if this is bugged. Still. These howitzer shells were sharing a cooldown for some reason. Delayed by 1 turn. Okay, this one has more range. I think it was bugged in the past. Yeah, 1 turn. Okay. Nice. It wasn't just that they were sharing a cooldown, it's that they weren't doing things differently either. You still splash? I think you do. Fire on this turn? Yes, okay, good. Okay, so it was bugged in the past, they fixed it. I think. Howitzer is back on the menu. Was there something in particular that you wanted to do? You asked if I was busy. Up to you, I'd say, for the most part. Well, do you wish to fight? Would you like to fight me? Would you like to put your lordship takes to the test? Borpa Spin. Is that what that is? Or is it just Borpa Stare? Or just Borpa? Yeah, it's just Borpa. Okay. Borpa. Just Borpa. Might think about not this thing. More like it. Think about how to beat my ass for a fight that may or may not happen. I'm just rebuilding one of my previous loadouts because I liked using the ARPC with it. That's all I'm doing. No need to worry. Oh, I learned the other day that cruiser tanks are a style of tank. I didn't know about that in the past. I saw like some War Thunder short, and it was showing a bunch of the cruiser tanks in the game. They were making fun of the British because what the British consider their cruiser tank is not a cruiser tank by anybody else's standards. So I don't remember which tank it was that they were making fun of. Where the heck am I? Here I am. Do Marks Marines. always liked the idea of the Recon Card TD because it's mobile. I don't really ever use the tank destroyer, so maybe it's time to give him a try. We can consider cruisers the Cromwell, Comet, Crusader. Yeah, anything that's just with a C, right? Or not anything, but all cruiser tanks I was seeing, they start with a C. They're named that way on purpose. Except for the Churchill. Right. Churchill is not. Oh no, those are all... No, they aren't. I was about to say they're all CR, but they're not. What is the MBT? Is it the... I don't think it's the Churchill. Current... Oh, Challenger. I believe. I'm gonna say the current MBT. I think it's a Challenger, isn't it? Challenger 2 or whatever. I saw a new model for the anti-tank gun, yeah. Thought I saw a machine gun on it for a second. I don't know if this is a new model, but I saw a new image up here, yeah. Build 215, medium versus recoilless rifle, which is 50-17, 50-17. Am I looking at this right? 50-17, 45-20. Speaking of chieftains, the command tank, I think. Depends on the model, but we'll have to see. That's under assault tank. It's... Well, it's not. It's under landship. No, it's not. It's under bunker tank somewhere. There it is. This one's Russian, I think. It's probably Northwind. That's Northos. What are the basil looking faction? Light green? You know, it's funny. You said basil. I think they're basil. Yeah, basil. The very part of it. Basilan. Basilan. Right here. Huh. That's the chieftain. Interesting. Airborne image update, I think. Interesting. Wonder what else they've changed that I don't know about. Gotta be a decent bit here. I'm thinking about something. What is it? No, none of that right now. Said none of that right now. Why aren't you listening to me? Behave. Holler, evac heli. None of that. It's the dudes there somewhere. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. It's okay. It was a hauler. You were right. You said, why is it not called hauler? It is a hauler. It's called the cargo hauler. And I completely and totally forgot. I was like, yeah, hauler makes sense if it's carrying a bunch of stuff, right? Because it does. And it is. It's the cargo hauler. So there's the aerial hauler. There's the cargo hauler. There's the supply heli. And there's the cargo plane. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I am looking for SPG. Have you seen him? Too generic of a model, I can't quite tell what it is. I see. Where is the tank destroyer? It's under support and it's this thing. I don't know if I like that model. It's the same model. I think that's also the same model. That's a different model, but I don't know if I like that one either. They're all casemate tank destroyers. Yeah, that's a different model. Okay, I like this model. That's also a casemate tank destroyer, but I like that one. Whatever that's supposed to be. Self-defense force. Same model. Okay, they get the striker, and then what else was it? I know that the mortar carriage looks a little bit weird. There's a mortar carriage buff as well. If I wanted to run mortar carriage instead of ARPC, which means no healer, but I get close artillery support. No grenade launcher. I like the idea of an RPG, but I also don't. Might be a Vickers or a Vicker variant at least. Talking about the assault tank and command tank on the basal people. Hmm. Oh, they like dark green, dark brown, itch green. Yes. What tanks do y'all get? Very standard. So it's very obvious that this Terminator is not the same Terminator as what we see, like the BMPT Terminator. Wonder what it's based on. Long. It'd be completely unnecessary, but I would appreciate the ability to copy loadouts. Considering shock trooper bazooka. Extra range is nice. On the previous loadout. Drop the SPG for something. What, an FCV? FCV with what? It was FCV with a tank buster. Tank buster is under rail tank, and then there was a Terminator somewhere. What I find funny is that I also used to play as the Basil people, then stopped at some point to play the Tan Beige Nation, then discovered that they're semi-Russian and went, oh hell nah. Then the Sev model got updated to be the Churchill AREV, and now I'm back again on the Basil. Let me go check it out after I find the Terminator somewhere. I don't know where the heck it is. Terminator, you're $300. You should be around here somewhere. There you are. Sev turns into something. Landship. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. You're right. There's some interesting Sev and ARV models. Let me check the ARV in this real quick. Support. Okay, that's like a pretty standard ARV, I think. It's AEV. Where's ARV? Here it is. This one is one that I see. It's also on the red. I think that's Sangria. But the Sev in this one has music coming out of it and spikes, I think. Sev's down here under Landship. Yeah. Not spikes, but it's got the plow. And it plays music for some reason. They didn't accidentally. I think they gave us a new skin. They gave us 2 new skins. Well, they renamed one of the skins, and I think they retextured it, and then they gave us a new skin as well. It wasn't on accident, I don't think. I'll go look at that in a second, though, to tell you about it. So let me find out what the Terminator is. I want to see what it looks like again. There it is. Okay, that's the wrong skin then, if I'm doing that. What skin was I wearing? Huh? Oh, it must have been this one. Yeah, there we go. Where's the tank buster? Where's the mortar carriage? Okay, so that one looks like that. Whereas Valkyria's mortar carriage, I like that model a bit. I don't care for this model. I want to see the tank buster. I think the tank buster is the big one. And the tank buster is somewhere. Under rail tank, here it is. Yeah, it's this big vehicle. So this tank buster is funny. I think this is pretty funny, but other ones are really sleek. Community server was talking about it? Yeah, I'll have to go look at it then. I might have been able to just now glitch a vehicle into my support slot because it just appeared up here. I didn't grab it. It's a whoops on my part, I guess. We're not testing it out. Do 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 do. Maybe I should use heavy gunners. Boom bam bop bada bump boom. There's a thing here that I wanted. I don't know what it is. Missile copter costs 360 now? Oh my goodness. Cargo plane. Expensive freaking Air Force. Oh, it's okay. It's just 10 more. All right, let me check. There's Merlot PMC, and then yeah, there's these two skins here. I think it's the Red Pirias East that was the old skin that got updated. And then the new skin is the Global Liberation Army. I don't know who they replaced. That's the only thing. But the Global Liberation Army is the new skin, and this one's like well made completely and totally. Like I think this was meant to be given to us for this thing. I think I'm not entirely sure. Which was the shock troopers? Chrono Commandos? Yes. They've got these masks on. I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Global Liberation is just basal? Are you sure? Because I had to buy one of these. And I had all the skins unlocked beforehand. Yep, you're right. Okay. Because they're wearing the mask here as well. They might have color swapped it, but it's still got the same assets, so never mind then. Where's the Battle Recon in this thing? Yeah, I do like that model. The 5015 versus a 4517.5. It's got a machine gun, but it's committed. And it's got more HP with the same armor. No active protection. think the movement is the same. Battle Recon. This one gets a smoke. Scouting. I think Tank Buster gets scouting as well. It does. Okay, well, if you are wanting to do the thing, I'm down. Just say the word. I wonder if they've done anything here. There's a 2v2 domination. There's an attackers versus defenders siege mode now. And there's also 1v1 part 3. A lot of other stuff here. I don't know if you ever disliked any of the maps, but there are tons of maps for 1v1s here. That's a capture-based mode. Why are they all in capture mode? Here we go. Oh yeah, okay. I liked capture mode. You disliked it. You liked HQ Blitz. Do HQ Blitz instead. I don't know what happened to the map in the picture. But it's not necessary to play. Hmm. I have no idea what this map looks like either. I think I like this. But I think I'm gonna drop the launcher truck because I don't like this. I mean, I like the vehicle, but I don't use it. Good +1, I just never use it. Jet bomber. Never gonna freaking use. He was man that. Like I'm looking at. If you want to hop into VC, we can do that as well. Just let me know. Hmm. Okay, so this doesn't say anything about stunning. Oh my, okay. I did not know that the dig had increased the armor to 25. You go from 11.5 to 25 armor on the CWIS when you dig in. Which is more than the freaking missile carrier. I think the CWIS is air only. Well, yeah, it's air only. Okay. Whereas the missile carrier can hit the ground, and then the others can also shoot the ground as well. Yeah. I bring Madden pads. Like, I even consider using them. I don't know if I would. And they have a stinger. Is it a one-turn cooldown? No, it has no cooldown. Okay. Well, debris. I mean, what even was my last slot? I don't know. I know that you had ARV. I know you mentioned that you had the missile copter. I know you had the aerial hauler. I know that you had land ship tank, fire support tank. I don't know what else you would have brought. You're welcome. Glad I could be of assistance. I have no AT on this one. Mostly because I don't need it. Okay. I like the idea of this. Give VC if you like. It's up to you. If you don't want to like hear like the noises of my game and whatnot, and you don't want to hear the music or something like that, we can VC. Indeed, raid 2. So many loadouts that I was messing around with. I didn't even check see if the ARPC has the same movement. I think it does. There was a point in time where I was using the transport truck because I wanted to use that in a PvP loadout. I just couldn't get anybody to fight me. Oh, I played this map. Okay. Played this one time against AI. Don't play against AI, by the way. It's boring. They just spam grunts to attack you. They don't actually try to play the game. Unfortunately. I wish there was an option to disable players as well. In the previous game, I think you could hide players, but in this one, you can't. Delay ain't all that bad. Okay. It's already mine. Um, that is a huge freaking vehicle. Alright, hopefully this bug isn't real. We're gonna have to see. Alright, thank goodness. He freaking died. Oh my gosh. I was playing Operation Chronos and I reset to change my avatar and it kept on spawning me outside the map. So I think that is map specific. Okay. I'm a wee bit nervous. You probably shouldn't be. Okay, I don't know why you say that. Have some confidence in yourself. Have some freaking confidence. You are capable of great things. Hmm. The big old hole hurts badly. Yeah. That does suck. It really does. I've gotten so much more vision right now if it could. Yeah. I believe it. Sir. Something wrong? I think I'm good to go. Yes. I would love to be getting up close and personal with my units to inspect the tiles they're sitting on, but I don't need you evaluating it is that I've done. What a bum. I agree that what's that thing called? That lead ship take was quite the bum, yeah. Should have been preparing that team for insertion. That's a shame. Let's go ahead and yeah. Youch. Why would he do such a thing? Why is he bullying me? No, what are you doing? There's no one in there. Why would you do that? There's no one in there. I knew it was gonna be bad when I frontlined my tank buster. No support behind him. I mean, he was dead in one turn anyways, didn't matter, but it traded 1 for 1 anyways. Not that big of a deal. Nothing crazy bad happened. don't know if I need to do that. I might go for that. Sure. That's a freaking yikes. That is a freaking yikes. Did not think he'd be employing aircraft today. Bruh, it took 100? Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Yeah, I did not set that set up for success, that's for sure. What was it we were talking about? I haven't played the game in a while. It's not hard to shoot things. Um, hmm. Just sending in your vehicle raw is crazy. Your aircraft just right over enemy lines is crazy. It was one turn on that spat going back up. Or coming up. That is nuts. Insane. Insane behavior. Why did that say you were stunned? You're not stunned, game. Come on. At least it cleared itself. Your system's a little buggy. Why can't it shoot? Okay, it can. Just wasn't doing damage. May have forgotten to shoot the shock troopers at you. That's a shame. Whoops. That is rather annoying. Oopsie poopsie. Only I had properly prepped this side. That freaking strike fighter would have been dead. Was it worth it? It's an RPG for an ARV. That's definitely worth it. Like, I lose a 150 unit for a 250 that is currently the pain in my ass because you keep healing all my damage. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. What do you mean? Of course it was worth it. One bit of anti-tank less, which I care about. Sure, you could say that. Like, yeah, it helps that I have less anti-tank on the field, but it greatly helps me that you have one less supply and logistical vehicle in general. Because that means any damage I deal to you is going to be that much more permanent. Well, ideally, of course. Uh-huh. What do you mean, uh-huh? Oh, shoot, I forgot about those guys. That sucks. My goal was to do something else there, not to get them killed. But I forgot about the medium gunners at the house. Something tells me you're not actually all that more prepared for me. And what is that telling you that? Because now I'm going to rush you. I don't know if you want to do that. One thing I will say is that I shouldn't have brought the tank buster. I already knew what it did. I thought the vehicle was funny because it looks funny with this skin on. But it's problematic that I can't shoot then move. So definitely shouldn't have brought that. Brother attacked the building first with the strike fighter instead of the AEV? That's the AEV's whole job. Not that it matters that much. I had to know. What do you mean you had to know? Poor AEV's sad. Didn't do his job properly. His barrel's getting all droopy. That's how sad he is. Ah, can't do that. That's a shame. Whoopsie. Shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I didn't set up my my defense properly. Spent too much money on certain things that I shouldn't have. That's for sure. You have anti-tank over there, then why are you trying to take my FST with 2 ARVs behind its ass? That's for you to guess. And me to keep to myself. He will never know. He will never know. Tell him nothing. Tell him nothing. Also, I didn't think about the tank buster's ability to immobilize. That thing just straight up immobilized you. Like it was a full HP FST immobilized. I mean, that's pretty dang good. Bro has an anti-tank gun. What does Blood think he's doing? It's scouting. No. Are we playing for kills or not? Also, yeah, I do. I mean, I see that. Do as you wish. I was waiting for that tank buster. It never came. Yeah, that's because I had an idea in mind. Unfortunately, I took too long to get my units out because I was trying to save on fuel. If your anti-tank gun was sitting in the middle, though, he would never have fought him. Did you? Oh no, I thought you damaged yourself. I was like, what? No, you flared. You're supposed to flare beforehand. That way you don't, because if you flare after, it doesn't work because you've already been shot. You goober. Am I? Yes, it gives you a defense buff. That's what the flare is for. No point in a defense buff after getting shot. When it's a check first. Okay. I don't know about that rationale. Okay, well, yeah, if you're not. Yeah. I thought you were. I see what you're doing. Does it last for multiple turns? Yeah, you can flare now. Just if I attack you on the next turn, you'll take less damage. That's not bad at all. Okay, these have a lot more mobility than I thought they did. Um. Hmm. Come here often. Yeah, all the time. As a matter of fact, since it is my bunker. Do not come inside. These drinks are not for you. We have a fridge. We have a refrigerator inside this bunker. It's a very rare commodity. You are not allowed to have it. No. No. If you attempt to come in, we're destroying it. That's all I'm saying. All right. Well, you just broke everything, so I mean, the fridge is gone. Just automatically. That's how that goes. Talk about thank you. You won't be taking anything. You broke everything. Are you not looking? There's rubble everywhere. There's no fridge left. What do you mean I'll be taking that? There is no fridge. What that poor house do to you? Leave that house alone. There's a lot more dramatic on my end. Nobody was there. And what's your point? You leave my gunners alone? Why would I do that? Did you leave my gunners alone? I didn't think so. AEV right behind me isn't there. Yeah. I need him to turn around. Just turn around. Actually, why would he even say that? He wouldn't say that crap because he just got whacked with the AEV. He knows it's there. What are you talking about? This is not the time for such a quote. What? Something wrong? You shouldn't have vision of me, as far as I know. I don't know what you're typing this stuff about. As far as I know, nothing should be wrong. So what are you cursing about? What happened? Something happened? Two tank busters, huh? No, there's not two tank busters over here. There's no there's not two tank busters. What are you talking about? Looking for snakes. No. You said two tank busters. Where do you see tank busters? I'm just saying. There's no tank busters over here. Okay, now how do we get out of this situation without getting blasted? Hmm. We need good things to happen. How do we make good things happen here? Unfortunately, this guy has eyes in the freaking sky. Like, literally, so... Okay, they will die then. Hey, all I'm saying is earlier I forgot to shoot at video gunners. Maybe you did the same thing. That's all I'm saying. They didn't enjoy you destroying their fridge. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, you can't be mad at them for taking shots on the enemy who destroyed their fridge, okay? They had all kinds of good drinks in there that they never got to drink because you destroyed the freaking fridge. I'd be mad too. What the heck? I'd be fuming. I'd be so omega pissed. No, dude, the C-Wiz doesn't. So sad. I'm so freaking sad. I thought it was better than that. I mean, it's still funny. Well, okay, it's not doing it, so it's not funny, but it would get annoying pretty quickly. Every single turn is just 18 billion shots being fired. Armor does the aircraft have? 13. Okay, so a Stinger almost does its full damage. It's like, why would you want to use a Stinger? It has better armor penetration, probably. Don't worry about it. There's nothing going on. Don't worry about it. You should worry about your strike fighter. It's currently dying. Your strike fighter is in need of assistance desperately. You should assist him. There's no freaking cover. What am I doing? Got caught trolling. Wait, why do I have money? I gained like 15 bucks for some reason. The killer is a skate bag. He's a skate bag. Oh, wow. It has ambush. Did you? These are tank destroyers. I told you earlier when you were like, 2 tank busters? I was like, it's not a tank buster. It's not a tank buster. I couldn't have said it any clearer. I'm just saying. Don't double heal, you bum. Oh my gosh. Hashtag blessed. Leave me alone. Ding. Ah. Hooray. Bro, let me freaking click. Thank you. Hmm. I could do that. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should. Maybe it'd be good. I think it'd be good. I think I should do that. Slowly whittle him down. Why can I? Oh, it's marked. Oh, I forgot the C was marks. That's also what makes it special. It marks targets. Okay. You didn't know anybody was in there. I know that. You fired on it twice, though. That's the crazy thing. But I guess you have spare ammo. That's not really crazy, but still. I don't know how I messed up on this game. I was too afraid of challenging you with the actual vehicles, but that's how you win. I'm supposed to push into you because you don't use Overwatch. I'm supposed to send myself at you and stop being afraid of units dying. Because that's what they do. They die. You have freaking APCR. Like, what are you going to do to me? 30-15. What am I talking about, man? You can't even freaking one tap a Battle Recon. I don't know what I'm doing. Should have gone with the Battle Recon and just ran at you. I did use Overwatch. Okay, yes, you have anti-tank guns, but that's about it. I meant like your main vehicles, really. Because you weren't running like tank destroyers, recon car tank destroyer, that kind of stuff. I don't know if you ever had a missile copter. I never saw it. Well, yeah, I mostly meant the anti-vehicle stuff, but yeah. No missile copter. Don't be telling me that. I fear no man. But that thing, it scares me. Doom, doom, doom. Mm, mm, He's bringing his jet back up. Oh, did he just spot a unit? Oh, yeah, he's not gonna make it in time. Sorry, broski. Sorry, broski. You ain't gonna make it in time. This is why I always put Overwatch. I hope I make myself clear. Yeah. I see your intent. Also, you've just abandoned this one guy. Never mind, you haven't. That's relentless. I forgot. I was gonna be like, you abandoned this man, but no, you didn't. You may have won the battle, but I have won the war. Okay. Anti-tank guns can't capture, but shock troopers can. That's a bit concerning. He's gonna bring his Oh, hang on. Lame. Alright, well, since it's down to the wire, I guess I'm capturing the freaking base. That's the... You may have outplayed me, but I have outplayed your outplaying. But not really. I did lose this battle. No, leave him alone. Monster. You freaking monster. Blast him. Blast him now. Yes. Do it. Hopefully you've learned your lesson. I mean, you had a medium gunner here to begin with, I think, but it did enough. You need... This is why I was thinking about using heavy gunners myself, because heavy gunners ambush vehicles, and they ambush infantry. I think they can also ambush the air. But like, yeah, if you're never really using medium gunners, I mean, I know that you're using them here, but like, heavy gunners, they can double up. And like, you've seen that whenever I get behind you, it tends to be with some kind of light vehicle. It's never a heavy vehicle. So heavy gunners make sense for flank watch. But if you're using medium gunners, then you're not going to be able to do it, obviously. So don't worry about it. Medics, get in there. Get in there, medics, get in there. Alright, well. 55. I don't like your shock troopers. Get rid of that problem real quick. Alright, so he wouldn't be able to capture this turret anyways. Where is your jet? I don't think he's anywhere nearby. I can't see with him. Okay, this is the song I was looking for. It's called Stardust Speedway. Alright, give me this crap. Yoink. Thank you very much. Alright. Wow, I'm so good. I completely and totally blundered the beginning. Got owned the entire freaking match. Had to run my tank destroyers back every 3 seconds. But I managed to win the match. I'm so good. Wow. I'm so good. I'm so good. Undefeated, might I say. Did I lose a match? I think I lost the match to you. Something tells me you don't like how that went. Something tells me you'd like to run it back. I'm down with it. Come on, come on. I know you want to play again. I know you would love to play again. Oh, we can do the same map as well. Part 3. We were on Basin? Yeah, Basin. Get in here. I'm just gonna start claiming these. Hopefully they don't have like a check in here to ban me for getting too many freaking things at once. I'm not exploiting, I promise. It'd be insane if they had checks to ban. Well, not really. Gotta go anyway. I consider that a win in my book. However, I hope you know. I mean, yes, you won the battle, but you couldn't finish it out. You won. You did 95% of what you were supposed to do, and you just forgot to cover your bases. Like literally. I think that's where I don't know if that's where the term comes from, but you forgot to cover your base. But yes, you did good. Next time I will not make that mistake of spreading out my forces thinly and not properly pushing you. I'm gonna get you next time. You better believe it. I'm gonna freaking get you. You are going to get got so good. Ooh boy. I'm gonna freaking get you. I consider that a defeat. I would consider that a defeat if it said do not lose more than one headquarter. It said do not lose more than one headquarter. Not have more headquarters at the enemy by turn. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, that is a bit misleading, but I thought you knew from the previous times we played this that it was a first to capture the headquarter. And I think it does say somewhere in the description that it's first to capture headquarter. Yeah. Defeat the enemy in their HQ before they capture yours. They just have the text wrong. But yeah, if this was like a tournament or something like that and that wasn't properly explained, you would have I would say you won. Because that's the rules that you were playing by because the game didn't say that properly. However, because you've played this a little bit in the past, I know it's been a while since we did it. I will say that you won 95% of it. You just couldn't finish it out. In the future, I think you're going to be aware of it now. So don't worry about that. Let me see something real quick. I want to see if the AI has been fixed to actually play the game. Good game though, yeah. Good game, good game. You know, I'm really upset with my freaking performance. I should not have got run the heck over like that. I just did not defend. I just left units by themselves and just let you march up a freaking fire support tank. That should not ever be happening. I'm gonna freaking get you. I'm gonna freaking get you. Oh, just you wait. I'm gonna get you. So, like, if you're still here, I don't know if you said you gotta go. Maybe you're leaving. But I did something like this, where I didn't spawn any units that were, like, vehicles. Instead, I just spawned what I needed. Oh, no, I spawned vehicles. I spawned a single transport. Or 2 transports. So I did, like, APC. It was an ARPC, really. But okay, the game just bugged up my tile. But I did ARPC with cordless rifle and like put it in here. And that's why when you came over here, there's an ARPC here. Eventually, I used the ARPC to flank you. And I just ran out of fuel as I got up there. But like, I wasn't actually spawning combatants, which I should have been doing probably. So don't worry, in the future, I will have a much better rollout and be prepared to take you on properly. All right, I want an APC. I need shock troopers. I wish that tile didn't bug out. We already have shock troopers up in front of us. We can take a cordless rifle with the recon team, I guess. No. do a recoilless rifle with a Battle Angel. We're gonna spawn some vehicles behind that. We can take a support autocannon platform. Once again, you pushed with a TD, did not use it. It could have wrecked my shit if you had pushed in with a sacrificial vehicle. Yeah, but that's the thing. I didn't have sacrificial vehicles because I spent so much of my money. The one, when you destroyed my tank buster, it crippled me because I pushed it out and then you came by and shot it, right? I didn't have a lot of vehicles up because I had spent so much of my money just placing things all across this line that I didn't have vehicles built up to actually challenge you, which is why I had to run back. Because if I committed a single TD, I would have lost the TD. And I needed to pressure you off. That way I could buy time to get all the way around the map to get to you. So if I had done what I'm doing right here, okay, yes, I threw away the RPGer, but that was a bluff. I'm not gonna pretend that I was thinking about it like for the future, but I was trying to dissuade you from doing things to me. Like if you're down a vehicle that repairs, that's pretty important. I don't know how much money you had, of course, it's not letting me see it, but taking away your vehicle repairs makes damage that much more potent, and it stops you from willy-nilly face checking everything because you can't repair. And you saw there was still a recoilless rifle in this area. Eventually you got it because I moved it up here. And I had a second RPG sitting in here that I eventually bought that I was going to run towards you if you did anything. So it wasn't like a total waste. It was just, it stopped you from pressuring this side really hard. Because if you had just run past me, you could have had this headquarters like 5 turns earlier. Because my recoilless was sitting up here. And I ran him all the way down here. Over the course of several turns. A lot of my units also didn't get value. Like my tank destroyer, it was sitting here for like 4 turns. You didn't push. I left, and the turn that I left, you pushed. My tank destroyer before that was sitting here for like 3 turns. Never got pushed. So like I spent a lot of money on things that never got used, and that's why it was so hard. Not only that, it was things that weren't being supported properly. The tank destroyer only works against you if I hit a supply vehicle or if I take out a vehicle in 1 turn. And the tank destroyer wasn't doing enough damage to take out your heavily armored vehicles in 1 turn. So yeah. I will have to refine that for the future because I did not do a very good job there. Get the recoilless of the Battle Angels. I'm just doing this to see if the AI will actually play the game now. I don't know if it's going to. I need to get that outpost. I want the RDFLT in the bushes. That single recoilless rifle in the bunker was so much value, so much that even after he left, I did not push that side. Oh yeah, you saw him once, right? I mean, see, like, you recognize the pressure that units have now. I mean, I'm sure you already recognized that before, but you have an example in front of you. You never did come after him. I mean, you could have scouted him. You had a signaler that I eventually killed. I killed him pretty early, actually. But, I mean, you had things that you could have just tanked the dude with. I simply would not have. Okay. I mean, all right. I mean, yeah, you don't know what I have. That's what scouting is so good for. And that's why I was so confused when you just took your freaking plane and just sent it over here. Just sent your plane at me. Easy. You mean for free? You said 30 seconds of ads. I'm assuming they're over now. I knew it had an RPG in there, and you sacrificed him. Yes, I sacrificed him because I got your supply vehicle. We've talked about this. It's basic economics. I mean, yes, you were saying, right? You were saying, oh, that's one less anti-tank, but it only costs me 150. That is a positive trade. The only time that it's bad is when I have no other anti-tank, and even then, he's such weak anti-tank, right? Like, yes, he has Overwatch, but he has a range of 1. What do you mean the ARV is not worth it? Yes, if you had 50 ARVs behind it, then yes, it was not worth it. But I can't see your unit composition, right? I can't see who's over here. I can't see how much money you have. All I know is that there's an ARV in front of me, and there's a platoon or something, whatever you want to call that group of units. There's a group of units right here. That ARV is probably one of the only ARVs in that platoon, right? So I think, okay, I can smack his ARV, and I still have anti-tank in the form of a cordless rifle. I still have 2 tank destroyers in the area. What do you mean it's not worth it? How much freaking anti-tank do you think I need in one spot? I even got another RPG later. Like, I have so much anti-tank sitting in one spot, and the RPG sacking your supply vehicle is just not it. What do you mean? What do you mean? That is omega worth it. The heck? Probably one of the best things I can do there. Like I said, it saps your confidence. Okay, they didn't fix the AI. He still, see all that walking? That's all grunts. It really isn't. Can you give me some rationale? Explain to me why it really isn't worth it. Explain to me. Tell me. I shouldn't have done that. I should have spawned it somewhere else. But you can't say that my assessment was bad. My assessment was pretty freaking good. Especially since it's an assessment of me not knowing what you can and can't do. You should find it hard to argue with my assessment. I should have taken more advantage of you, because I know that you're a very heavy armored player. I just wasn't confident with this map layout for some reason. I don't know why I wasn't confident in general. I could have just ran a freaking cordless rifle up to this right here probably. You also never captured any of these outposts, which meant you had no vision, and you couldn't summon units to quickly respond to me, so I figured you weren't supplying anybody in this area. You saw I have a lineup of heavy vehicles pushing your left and nothing pushing your right. I think you meant... No, you were pushing all across, but maybe you meant from your perspective, because I noticed that you were heavy here. Heavy on my right. How much heavy armor do you think I have? 1, maybe 2. If you had a medium gunner in the trees, I can't push infantry. There's a cordless rifle in the tree line. In an RPG, if you keep him, you get to one-shot every bit of heavy armor for free. It is not a one-shot. Stop saying it's a one-shot. The cordless rifle doesn't even 2-shot. It 3 shots. Actually, it might 2-shot. Because it's 45, 20, and then it's 50, 17.5. But, I mean... It's not even a one-shot because you heal. And all it takes is you recognizing that it's not that scary. All it takes is you recognizing that you could sack a vehicle. It's not even gonna die, you just gotta heal it. All it takes is you having a single smoke because I'm running recordless rifles, and all of a sudden, playing the game is that much harder because you smoke off my recordless rifle. Where are your smokes? Where are your smokes, Dizzy? A single smoke amplifies your loadout so much. You know I'm gonna place stuff in these bunkers. It is that scary. Okay, I shouldn't say it's not scary. It's not scary to me because I know what my defense looks like, and for some reason, I just assume that you're omnipotent. Like earlier, you were shooting the trees with the freaking the half track, and I knew for a fact that you could not see into the tree, but I still was scared that you could see into it. But yeah, like if you brought a single launcher truck or even a frontline what are they called? Recon team, you get smokes. You could bring tanks with smokes. There's Terminator with smoke, there's the Scarab tank with smokes, there's the Battle Recon with smokes. You got options. I don't want the APC frontlined. I don't need to frontline it. I still don't understand what's supposed to make these guys scouts. I mean, okay, they're definitely scouts. But like, I don't know. I feel like they don't scout very well. But I think I'm just bad at the game. Like, they have so much vision. I could very easily... Yeah, okay, the dimmed flare lasts for 2 turns. You shoot it off and you can move. The dim flare is a new mechanic, by the way. I think I like it. Can't bring launcher truck. AEV is in my loadout. Oh, that's true. The Terminator is a self-smoke. No, it is not. It has a 1 range. Can't really bring heavy tank tree smoke because the FST is there. Yeah. You could bring the recon team. I'm not even gonna play this out. I just need to do a better job of thinking when I move my units. There's no other grenade launcher based smoke, is there? Is there? Let me see here. V1, Raiders, Marines, AM rifle, recon team, Sapper, like. Utility truck, recordless rifle, AEV, recon car, signature, blah, blah, blah. Nope. I'm not seeing any other smokes. Rangers have a smoke with a range of 2. And they're a pretty good unit. They cost 150, but they get scouting, they get relentless. Thermite, smokes, and AP submachine guns. And they're a pretty good unit. I like them. I don't use them. But yeah, you got the perfect storm of vehicles to stop yourself from getting smokes, don't you? No siege tank. I mean, you're not using the light tank tree, so you could use a Scarab tank, but that's an emergency smoke. Can't use the launcher truck, which is probably the longest range smoke. That's not even true. You have the aerial hauler. Aerial hauler has smokes. The cargo plane also has smokes. The escort fighter, I don't think has smokes. Let me check. I might have an aerial smoke. Escort fighter somewhere. I don't know where it is. Did they get rid of it? Oh, they might have gotten rid of it. Too expensive. Not when you have $5,000 to start with. I think they got rid of it. And then don't forget that you can also go for like freaky tactics as well. I don't want to call them freaky, but you can like for example, you have an aerial hauler and you have $5,000. If you take one aerial hauler and fill it to the brim with units, you can smoke and then drop units. So if you wanted to, you could fill up with units, move your frontline units up. You can scout out the area, right? See that I have somebody in a bunker. Then you can bring your hauler up, smoke in front of the bunker, or bring it up and past the bunker and smoke behind the bunker, then drop somebody in there. Assuming, of course, I don't have AA, which you would need to clear. In the main game, you only get 1800, and that barely covers my heavy armor. That's true, but do remember that you get money in most missions. And in the missions that you can spawn things in. Like, I do the same thing as you, where I try to make sure that my primary loadout can be spawned immediately. But that doesn't have to be the case. Right? So, keep that in mind. But yeah, there's a... Yeah, you're right. Smokes are so good, man. They're so good. It doesn't help that the game doesn't really put any other ambush units in other places. I haven't learned to scout properly. Like, I know how to do it, but I've never learned to scout because scouting has never been a thing. Okay, yes, but that's because you went all in on the freaky tactics, bro. You had like 3 haulers. What, the last match? Or the freaky match? I'm talking about the freaky match. I don't know about that one. If you're talking about the last match. Thermals. No, that's only for specific vehicles. You only get thermals on like 1 vehicle. No, you get them on 2. It's the missile tank and the tank destroyer. And once again, that's why you have to scout, right? We have guys that can mark. We have the watchman, we have the biker, we have the brigadier. So they didn't change him back. Yeah. We have the... We have flares as well, right? We have sight flares. Yeah, it's the tank destroyer and the missile tank. I'm telling you, I know. I can show it to you. Not the TD car, but just the missile tank. Or just the tank destroyer. It's in support. Here it is. See? No thermal. Thermal. And then missile tank is CFV. Thermal. That's it. Nobody else gets thermals. Just trust, bro. Just trust. If I really wanted to counter you, I'd stop using infantry so much. I think another part of my problem was that I spawned like 8 infantry units, which is about $1,000 worth of infantry, if not more. And they did nothing because you didn't have infantry. Now, if I had brought infantry with anti-tank like the RPGs, they're more helpful, but I only spawned 2 RPGs. Object 704 scary bra, heck nah, heck nah. What, the is that the missile tank or is that the TD? TD, okay. I'm thinking about using the FCV. Because the problems that I have with my insecurity get solved with the FCV because I can just disable you. And it gives my shock troopers more of a use. We should do that again at some point. It was fun. I gotta go now. Okay. Get out of here. But yeah, we can do that again. You know, like tomorrow. Maybe even later today. Sometime. Good. Good. I'm glad you had fun. That means we can do it more often now. Very good, very good. Okay, if I'm using the FCV, I have to use my brain because it's not an artillery piece. It only has a range of 3, doesn't it? On the lightsaber? Yes. Thing is, you can double EMP, I think, but that's only a range of 3 as well. You get 1 EMP, then you move. Cooldown of 1, cooldown of 2 with the splash. I gotta delete this. I name this. Okay. And then after I build this loadout, I guess I can log off. I'll be good to go. I think I want to do something like this. This is gonna get expensive really quick. I want an artillery, but I don't know if I can afford to do that. Because the radio usage is not gonna be so much. Where? Here they are. Then it was what? It could be bazooka for RPG, or it could be RPG. I don't use the scouts. I really should use the scouts. I would have a much better time if I could see what I'm looking at. I keep on mentioning how I can't see. I can't see. There's the illumination flare from the mortars as well. And it's good for jumping people. You have sight on them as well. Check his DMs real quick. Voicing layers back. I can check houses and them if I must. Yeah, heavy game. All right. For troop transport, what do I want? I could do an APC. Which is somewhere. If I wanted to, I could also recon APC. Uh, Recon APC gives me flares and allows me to use something like a bazooka instead. I lose out on smokes. I get to see up and over houses, I hope. Let's look at the troop transport of 3. I also get the faster APC. Where was the dude that I was looking for? Was it a bazooka? What is bazooka RPG? Some bazooka. Now I can battle tank. Or not battle tank. I can battle recon. These are all pretty quick vehicles. This gives me 2, and then I can get heals. I could heavy gunner. I'm thinking about it. I think I might do that. With the recoilless rifle. ARV and what? Do Watchman. It gives me the scouting that I was looking for. Sniper team is gone. Bag with CWIZ. I don't know if I need CWIZ. CWIZ is good for chasing people, that's the thing. Not in the sense that the CWIZ itself chases, but that you mark it and then a spag can go chase them down. I don't really have any good anti-air other than the bazooka, potentially. We're doing something like that, though. And this bag, of course, as well. I did mention that by name. Jet fighter, jet bomber. I mean, I can bring it, that doesn't mean I'm going to use it. I probably never use the jet bomber. I need to stop being so afraid of using aircraft. They're so good. They're so freaking good, and I just don't use them. I'm afraid of them getting spagged. What's a little spag gonna do to you? The Recon jet. Okay. Battle Recon FCV. Bazooka Shock Trooper. Battle Angel. They all get loaded into the Recon APC. We get to see, we get 2 shots, 1 explosive. I'd like to play with this loadout before I use it, I think. I did like having the sap. Battle Recon, Battle Recon. Oh no, it's a spag. Another spads. Okay. Is it MCV? FCV. That's forward command vehicle. Yes. Okay. Does lightsaber lose damage against infantry? High velocity. I don't think it loses damage. Up on pen as well. I really want an assault gun. I mean, it has the lob and the direct. That's the thing about it. Oh, dang man. There's no freaking pen, bruh. No freaking pen. Use it in tandem with the FCV. Alright, I said I would log off. I'm doing one. I need to see. No, let's not do this one. Let's do Operation Chronos. Okay, I'll be right back. Right. FCV. The Battle Recon. Assault gun with a spag. Spag. ARV. Okay, that'd be too expensive. Ever so slightly. I could take field engineers over the ARV. And drop the bazooka. Who would I replace him with though? Missile tank? And have him as an additional thing to attack with. And that'd be a decent rollout, I think. The problem with the field engineers is that they don't save the vehicle. You need to commit a lot more to keep the things alive. The biggest problem that I have with it. Whatever. Cyberpunk. Missile tank. Missile tank. CFB. Don't like that model. Everybody have the same model except for Valkyria. No, they have their own. So have their own CFV model. That ARPC is also different. But your assault gun, it's probably the same as what I just now had. Vehicles, it's artillery. Appear. No, that's different. Okay. And then this is not Northland, this is Northos. Battle Recon, I think it's blue and red. Yeah, I don't really like that too much. Cut a lot of Overwatch units. Should I? I can't even think. Man. Okay, I need this with the Recon APC, and I can fit all 3 dudes in here. Yes. Now I have no real scouts. But I don't really need scouts in campaign missions. Look at me. Or look at my chips. Anyways, you check a building with a spotter to ensure you won't get a medium gunnered or anti-tank ambush. Put up the AV past it, then proceed to get whaled by an anti-tank gun set. As that thing places mines 80 after 2 turns. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. No, it's fine. Yeah, I would have rather had this in front. What other radio vehicles do I have? That's a Recon APC. I don't have... the tank destroyer. That's what it is. It would do more than that. Whoops, I guess. You have a radio. It's a range of how much? I can move you. Didn't need that at all, actually. Oh, it just straight up reduced their damage. There's no status effect. Nope, it's right there. Okay, never mind. I did not like the way the vehicle turned. Hopefully they put an animation on that later.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000, 74.
Oh, nice. They gave it more range. Very nice, very nice. Okay, I mean, this loadout's okay, but I don't like the FCV. I don't think. Could use recon tanks. Wonder how the battle car is doing. Did they get rid relentless is my question. Why would they? I don't know, but... it looks chonky. Those a range of 2, yeah? Yeah. No, I think I still prefer this. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess that's that for now. All right. Anybody who's here, thank you for being here. I appreciate you hanging out. Anybody who was here, is here, will be here. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your day, good night, whatever it is for you, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.